I don't even know if Charlie Kirk's fan base has an official name yet, but let's be real, his following is massive online right now. I'm not really tapped into that community myself, so I can't say for sure, but man, they're BBO, bro, they run it. Think about it. Nicki Minaj has the Barbs, Beyonce has the Beehive, and both those fandoms were intense, but Charlie Kirk's crowd? They're on that level, shutting everything down. People are literally losing jobs over tweets. Companies are bending the knee left and right. Charlie Kirk's followers will roast a brand, drop a laughing emoji, and suddenly you've got executives panicking. I watched it happen in real time when the Carolina Panthers had to apologize to former staff. Embarrassing, awkward, and straight up brutal. That's the kind of power this fandom holds, both in the industry and with the public. Even TMZ isn't safe. When they crossed Kirk's supporters, they had to issue one of those rushed, "we're deeply sorry" statements within minutes. The problem? They got caught lying in the apology. To make it worse, word spread that some TMZ staffers were allegedly clapping and cheering at the office when the news broke about Charlie Kirk's death. We couldn't see exactly where the noise came from, but his fans weren't having it. They canceled TMZ on the spot.
If he's still on the loose because they want to find him. So I would think that that's one of the main reasons they're holding this news conference. So my guess is we're going to see an image of this guy possibly in the next 20 minutes. The news conference is scheduled for 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. Janet, go to have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger when you get Trump in a second?
What did Trump say?
Yeah, what did Trump say?
So what did Trump say? Yeah, Trump just said he's dead. Yeah, he just said it. Okay.
And my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife.
Like right now.
Yeah. True socialist. True socialist. It's number 2 in Penn.
TMZ's headquarters are in Los Angeles, a city that leans heavily liberal. Harvey Levin himself is liberal, and honestly, their bias shows. Yet somehow, TMZ has managed to brand itself as a trustworthy, almost neutral source of celebrity news. But in this case, the optics were terrible. From where I'm standing, yeah, absolutely, it looked bad. Do I believe that TMZ staffers in California, especially in their LA office, probably people of color, were clapping and cheering in the next room when news of Charlie Kirk's death came in? Yes, I do. But even if that's exactly what happened, the way it came across publicly was disastrous. Once the moment went viral, TMZ scrambled to clean it up. They rushed out a statement basically saying, "Hold up, people are twisting this." Nobody was celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. They were laughing at a police chase happening at the exact same time. That explanation might sound neat on paper, but let's be real, the damage was already done.
We were live streaming all day during this tragedy when something happened in our office. As we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase, and they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing, they were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination. They were not. They would not work here if they did.
If you honestly believe TMZ wouldn't hire somebody who'd celebrate Charlie Kirk's death, then you're probably just as naive as the audience they tried to fool with their statement. Of course they would. This is Los Angeles, this is California. Out here, plenty of people think Charlie Kirk is basically the Antichrist. So, yes, it's entirely possible those same people were sitting in a room just off camera, clapping and cheering when the news broke, and to pretend otherwise, that's insulting to anyone with common sense.
And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing, and for that, we are sorry. We apologize. We apologize that you had to hear that. And I get why if you're watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you, it was not about that, but it was horrible timing. And by the way, I get it too, and he gets it, because We listened as we were talking. You can go back and look on the stream. I actually walked off camera to go back and find out what the hell was going on because it was inappropriate for the laughter at that time. But no one was laughing about the Charlie Kirk tragedy. Nevertheless, we apologize for the way it sounded.
I can't even front. This kind of power is rare. The last time we saw a demographic this dominant was during the BLM movement in 2020. Man, George Floyd. Back then, BLM controlled everything. The streets, the internet, even the industries. If you were a black activist in your city, you were practically a local celebrity. And if somebody had the nerve to post a racist or anti-black comment online, bro, their career was finished. That was it. And that's exactly the kind of weight TMZ is folding under right now. Normally, they never apologize. Never. Their motto has always been, take it on the chin, get it back in blood. Harvey's whole brand is running hit pieces back to back, never backing down. Gucci Mane's code sounds cleaner than Harvey's, man. But suddenly, when Charlie Kirk's fanbase applies pressure, TMZ bends. Online, the whole Kirk demographic just crushed them. Even Patrick Bet-David was watching, shaking his head, calling out their hypocrisy. On his podcast, he broke it down and showed receipts, pointing to exactly why TMZ was lying, why they were backpedaling, and why it looked exactly like what we all thought it was, celebrating Charlie Kirk's death.
We assure you, it was
When
not
laughter is
about
cheering,
that,
dude.
but it was horrible timing.
Okay,
And by the way, I
do you
get it
believe
too.
them? Do you believe them?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So they're saying a car chase.
Okay.
This is the car chase. Let's just show you,
Yeah.
and you tell me if you believe them. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, let's find it.
Tell me if this is the kind of a car chase that you would celebrate
Yeah.
and scream. Tell me if it's that euphoric. Go ahead, Rob.
We're showing you right there on the banner below. You can see it started in Temple City, and we saw that. Go ahead,
25
Philip.
miles.
Well, I wanted to let you know that President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that is
I'm
the,
waiting for the
breaking
excitement.
news that we are likely
Waiting for the
about
excitement.
to have with ABC News. He was shot in Utah at a college there. We've been talking about that throughout the afternoon here.
Pause, Rob. Okay, so he's not lying. They are watching a car chase. And they are reacting to a car chase because the announcer on the car chase said that Charlie Kirk is dead.
Thank you.
So Harvey is essentially in his mind, well, we're not lying. Go back 20 seconds again, Rob, and watch what happens. Go back a little bit more. Go. Right there. Watch what the announcer said. Here's the car chase that they're talking about. Temple City. Go ahead.
That President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that's
That's
the
what they're
breaking
reacting
news
to.
that we are likely
That's not the
about
car
to
chase.
have with ABC News.
So-
he was shot.
So they're watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
Let's be real, man. You can't tell me they weren't either laughing or flat out cheering Charlie Kirk's death. Don't play dumb. The timing was too perfect. First, the announcement drops, and then seconds later, you hear applause and shouting off camera. Come on! We know what that was. And now they've been trying to say, oh no, it was about something else. A police chase. Nah, cut it out. Nobody's buying that. The reaction lined up with the news. When they heard Kirk had died, they were ecstatic. We all caught it instantly. That's the real problem here. Not just whether they clapped, but how TMZ should handle it. Patrick Bet-David, for example, has his own take, and I don't fully agree with him. He's more focused on exposing the dishonesty in their apology. Meanwhile, you've got Charlie Kirk's own girl stepping forward, saying, with near certainty, that the TMZ crew was applauding his death. That adds a whole other layer of heat to this situation.
Oh, I don't need TMZ's cameras. There's nothing I love more than a good investigation, and I'm coming to you guys with the receipts. Exhibit A, the alleged car chase that they were watching.
Right there on the banner below, you can see it started in Temple City, and we saw that. Go ahead, Philip.
Well, I wanted to let you know that President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that is the breaking news that we are likely about to have with ABC News.
Exhibit B, the giant clocks around their office. Exhibit C, don't worry, you won't have to do the math because I've done it for you. Timestamp, time. It is 1:07 and 15 seconds in the afternoon with the timestamp on their video of 3 hours, 42 minutes, and 5 seconds.
For 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific.
Exhibit D, we have the cheering starting at exactly 4 hours, 17 minutes, and 15 second mark, which is a difference of 35 minutes and 10 seconds. So if you take the timestamp plus the clock saying it was 1:07 and 15 seconds, add 35 minutes and 15 seconds, what time would you have? 1:43. So they technically were watching a car chase video. What do you think they were cheering for?
But let's not twist it. We know exactly what we saw. They celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. That fact cannot be denied. It's in 4K, man. Clear as day, no editing, no excuses. Now, circling back to Patrick Bet-David and his breakdown, thus us audience. Look, I respect PBD, always have. His podcast has a solid reputation and the guy knows how to dissect a story. But on this one, I've got to respectfully disagree. He leaned into the idea that TMZ could resolve this neatly by firing an employee, calling it a positive resolution. To me, that's too clean, too easy. This isn't just about one rogue worker. This is about culture, the tone set in that room, and the fact that people felt comfortable enough to clap and laugh at the death of a man on live air. That doesn't get fixed with a single termination slip.
Kirk, for the people that are selling t-shirts, mocking his execution. For the people that are saying he deserved it for some such other reason. These people must be ostracized from our society. We must identify them. We must have them fired from their jobs. They must be censored on social media. There must be a cost. Because if there is...
TMZ, Harvey, you have to make this good. I'm one that actually watched some of the stuff that you've done over the years, and it's actually good.
I agree.
For you to defend and lie about what they reacted to, you lost so much credibility with me. So much credibility with me for you to behave that way. This is not the right type of way to behave.
Let me be crystal clear. I don't celebrate death. I've said it in past videos, and I'll say it again here. Cheering when someone dies is wrong and disgusting. Period. What TMZ staff did was wrong. But here's where the tension kicks in. The right suddenly wants to embrace cancel culture as if it's their brand new philosophy. That doesn't sit right with me. Think about Shiloh Hendricks. Before Charlie Kirk's death, she mocked a black child with a disability, called him the toughest. She lost her job for it. And what happened? Conservatives, including black conservatives, rallied behind her. They raised nearly $700,000 for her. Why? Not because they agreed with what she said, but as a protest against cancel culture. Hey, I don't condone it, but I gave her money because nobody should lose their livelihood over one comment. That was the justification. So here's the question. If that's your principle, then why would TMZ staffers deserve to be fired? Aren't they just exercising their free speech, even if it's vile? If Shiloh gets $700,000 after mocking a disabled child, how do you justify demanding TMZ heads roll for clapping at Charlie Kirk's death? Now, let me be consistent. In my world, Shiloh Hendricks should have been fired for those comments, just like TMZ staff should be fired for what they did, because both crossed a moral line. But if you're living in your world where cancel culture is always wrong and people shouldn't lose jobs over words, then you can't suddenly flip the rules just because it's Charlie Kirk. Consistency matters. And yet here we are. Nick Fuentes is on stage demanding bans, blacklists, and deplatforming for anyone who even made a harsh remark about Charlie Kirk. The same crowd that shouted "end cancel culture" is now weaponizing it.
We're not happy by the way those employees reacted. They're celebrating. These guys are not telling the truth. Harvey, respectfully, you're not telling the truth. You're telling the truth that they reacted to a car chase. Yes, but they reacted to what the announcer on the car chase said, not the actual car chase. There was nothing exciting happening at the same exact second, the same exact minute to have that kind of a euphoric reaction. Okay? That's absolutely embarrassing. If you have all the cameras all over the place, that's your business model. Show the camera footage. You have it. What were they reacting to? You have the camera footage in the back. Everywhere in that facility has cameras. Number two, what should happen to those people in the back that were celebrating? You're operating the company. You find out somebody is celebrating that. What should happen to those people?
Well, first of all, that behavior is despicable. Freedom of speech is a man coming to a podium expressing his views, and you don't like it. Omar going with a reporter expressing her views, and we don't like it. And there's consequences. You could get unelected. There's a lot of things that could happen. That is despicable behavior. And that kind of thing, you're employed by somebody, and there are standards of behavior. There is freedom of speech, you know, at at Valuetainment, just like there is at every company. Pat, I hate you. I don't like working for you, and I think you're a horrible leader. And guess what? You know what that means? You're fired. We can say, okay, well, I'm sorry that you have that opinion. That's pretty despicable behavior, and that's a despicable opinion. So guess what? You're fired. You don't have to work.
We don't drift, man. That snowflake grift, that's not ours. We don't flip-flop on free speech just because it's convenient. Stop it. But now I want to hear from you, Desaisi. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think TMZ staff should be fired? And if so, did you feel the same way about Shiloh Hendricks? Or do you think something changed? And listen, don't be afraid of being called racist just for answering honestly. If you see a difference, say it straight. I'll stand up for you if someone comes at you in the comments. If you're still watching, hit that next video on the screen where Charleston White is getting canceled for what he said about Charlie Kirk. You'll see exactly what I mean. I'm out, people. Stay cool.